Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Hump Day. Hope you're having an outstanding Wednesday afternoon. Hope you didn't blow away. It's a bit brisk outside. It's a bit breezy, needless to say. And it has become a bit cloudy as well. This is a WhiteBoard Weather update slash Ask Jeff almost anything. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it as always. First off, I'll give you the weather update and then we'll get into some other stuff. But with regards to the weather, let me check the current conditions. 62 to 64 degrees outside as of 5 p.m. Skies are mostly cloudy and winds out of the southwest at about 15 sustained, looking at some gusts of about 25 and 30 miles an hour. So, yeah, it's brisk. And there's a chance there could be a spotty shower or two in the area later on this evening, but generally most places probably will not get one. Looking ahead, and I didn't prepare a whiteboard for this, so just bear with me as I verbally give you the weather. The better part of the next several days will be rain-free, albeit cooler than normal. Probably calling it partly sunny would be fair most days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Temperatures will range from the upper 50s to low 60s. So I think we're going to have a pretty tight daily range in terms of our high temperature between 58 and 62 degrees tomorrow through Sunday. And not much chance of rain. There could be a passing shower in one or two spots like tonight and then again Friday morning, but no significant rain chances, at least not perhaps until early next week. There's just no sizable systems. So, 62 tomorrow is going to be your high temperature, FYI. 58 on Friday, 60 on Saturday, and 62 on Sunday. So, and by the way, tomorrow night, October the 1st, is the full moon, the first of two in October. Tomorrow night will be the full harvest moon, and then the second full moon of October is going to happen on Halloween. And it's the blue moon, second full moon in 1 month, but it's also called the full hunter's moon. So we have a harvest moon and a hunter's moon in the month of September. So that's your sort of weather update. Now, on to some other things. First off, I will tell you, moving forward, and I have had a lot of people ask, what's to become of WhiteBoard Weather? We talked about this, and I'll update you again. For the next 31 days through the end of October, there still will be WhiteBoard Weather. Now, it's not going to be twice a day, every day. The reason being is I'm juggling a full-time job at WTAE in addition to WhiteBoard Weather. So it'll happen probably at least once a day. Some days it'll be in the morning, some days it's going to be in the afternoon, and I'll keep you updated as we go. But there still will be WhiteBoard Weather through the month of October. Now, in addition to when you can see me on WTAE like you'll be able to do tomorrow and Friday at noon. With regards to after Halloween, starting November the 1st, the brand WhiteBoard Weather will go away. I can no longer use the term because I will be fully immersed at WTAE and a part of the Pittsburgh's Action Weather. So starting November the 1st, WhiteBoard Weather will go away, but I will still be here on Facebook talking to you guys regularly as we are right now. We just won't call it WhiteBoard Weather. We'll just call it maybe an Ask Jeff session. So that's still permitted. So, month of October, WhiteBoard Weather will still continue at least once a day. And then November the 1st, WhiteBoard Weather, the term goes away, but there still will be regular interactions like we're having right now. So that's the breakdown. So you're not getting rid of me, is what I'm saying. I'm still going to be around. So that is the breakdown. Now, my schedule in a regular week at WTAE will consist of me doing the noon newscast Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday and Sunday evenings. It's a regular week. There will be some shuffling of that from time to time based on schedules and if people are on vacation or have a special day off. Such will be the case this weekend. I told you I'll be working the noon Thursday and Friday, but Saturday I'm going to work in the morning, and then Sunday I'll be working in the evening. So it's going to be a little bit abnormal to start, but I'll keep you abreast of how things are going to change. Now, before I get into some of your questions, and they may have been coming in, and I haven't seen them because I wanted to cover some of this stuff. I wanted to say a special thank you to all of the sponsors that have supported me since the beginning of WhiteBoard Weather. And I have, I think, the complete list here. So bear with me. Pasquale's Pizza, Dante's Pizza, Chick-fil-A in Robinson. They were a sponsor for many, many months. Eaton Park, Hello Bistro, Country Hammer Moonshine, East Street Beer, Exceptional Limousine, Black Sheep Home Improvement, Primetime Metals, JM General Maintenance, Stockman Landscape, Seven Springs, my friends at Moon Golf, who have been longtime sponsors, the Buell Insurance Agency, and my buddy Aaron Buell, who's been sponsoring the photo gallery pretty much from the beginning, Martin Lawn Services, my friend Doug Martin, the Lisa Wilson Real Estate Team, they've been a longtime sponsor with Remax Select Realty, Wetgo at GetGo, Braun Bostich and Associates, they have been a longtime sponsor, giving you the all-weather wealth tip, and Clean Day Housekeeping have been all of the sponsors that have supported me from the beginning of WhiteBoard Weather. So thank you to all of the sponsors who have shown support for Pittsburgh Weather Now and WhiteBoard Weather. Also, thank you guys for back-to-back years voting Best of the Burg, Pittsburgh Magazine. Maybe next year we'll go for the trifecta, 3 in a row. In addition, last year we won Pittsburgh City Paper, Best of the Pittsburgh as well. So it's been a really, really fun 18 months, and we're just going to transition. We're going to continue to have fun, but we're going to transition to a new norm with regards to what we do here on Facebook. Now, this is an Ask Jeff segment, so I wrote down a few questions that people put down, and I'll give you some of the answers. These were questions that people had written in the comment section earlier today. Somebody asked, how many ties do I have? I didn't count one by one, shockingly, but my guesstimate is probably about 150. And that is after a purge. I've probably purged a good 50 ties about 6 months ago. Somebody asked, I have a different shirt on at 7:30 in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That is true that I do. Between 7:30 and 3, I usually do something called shower, and I put on fresh clothes. So that's the way that works. Somebody also asked, what would Joe DiNardo think of me joining WTAE? I knew Joe. I met him on a handful of occasions. I didn't know him really well, but I knew him to certainly say hello and have a cordial conversation. I think, and I would like to think and hope that Joe would welcome me with open arms. So I will do my best to ingest some of his weather wisdom that's still in the hallways of WTAE. And finally, somebody asked me a winter outlook. Now, I probably will not be doing my normal winter outlook this year because I'm part of the team at WTAE. If they ask me to contribute, certainly. But I will fill whatever role that they need me to fill. But I did, because I'm a curious guy, I did start doing some preliminary investigation into the pattern that may take shape this winter. And my thoughts at this point are, overall, these are just general thoughts. Initially, I glanced over some information and what could be the pattern for this winter. And my initial thoughts are below normal snowfall for the entire winter season. Normal snow's around 41 inches. I think, at least at first glance, we should be below that. And it looks like we may have sort of a bookend winter where it's chilly at the onset in December. January and February could turn mild, and then it gets chilly again at the end of winter in March. So those are my initial sort of general thoughts. That winter may start off chilly, get warmer, milder January, February, and then chilly at the back end. With overall, when you have maybe the chunk of winter, if it's mild, January and February, you're just not going to get a lot of snow. It may end up being more rain in January and February. So those are my general thoughts regarding winter. Now, I'll start looking for some additional questions. I just saw somebody put in a question, what's my zodiac sign? I'm a Scorpio, through and through. Whenever you look up the characteristic traits of a Scorpio, I pretty much check every single box. Some of those character traits maybe are not the most endearing, but they are what they are. And one of the ones that I have a very long memory. So I always remember when people have done right by me and when people have done wrong by me. I have a very long memory. So there you go. Oh, Wendy, I own it. I own the Scorpio. I own it, both arms. By the way, someone said my cup, the Steeler Cup, you probably heard, I'm sure. Steelers game on Sunday, not going to be played on Sunday. Unless I missed the news, they were looking at moving the game to either Monday or Tuesday because of some of the players of Tennessee that tested positive for COVID. So the Steeler game will not be played on Sunday, that's for sure, but may be played on Monday and or Tuesday. So waiting for more questions. Vinny, what are my hobbies? I wish I had some really interesting hobbies to share with you. I love skiing. I love anything active, outdoors. I love exercising. But I wish I had better hobbies. Like I wish I could tell you I play the drums or something, but I don't. I'm just a regular guy. I do have a very good memory for music lyrics and movie lines. I don't know if that's a hobby. That just may be a guy thing. But I remember movie lines like nobody's business, and I remember lyrics from songs very well. So, Rod asked, favorite Halloween movie? That's easy. Halloween. The original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis from back in the day. Somebody asked dream vacation. I think my dream vacation, my wife and I have often talked about Tahiti. Either Tahiti or going to Europe for like 2 weeks and seeing. I've never personally been to Europe, so I don't know what I'm missing. but I'm sure it is a lot. There's a lot of history in Europe, so at some point I'd like to get there. So either Tahiti or like a couple weeks going around and seeing a lot of the sites and cities in Europe and the history. So that would be two on the tops of my list. Cindy asks, music. That's easy. I listen to all music, quite honestly. There's not a genre of music that I don't listen to and enjoy it sometime or another. But if I had to list my favorite band, or it's Pearl Jam. That's an easy one. It always has been. I started following Pearl Jam back in 1990. So that's an easy one. They're right at the top of my list. And I never miss a show whenever they're close by. So that's an easy one. I probably missed a couple of questions. Mary's Maui. I've been to Maui. My wife and I went on our honeymoon in Hawaii. Do want to get back there. We visited 2 islands when we were there. So I do like Hawaii. Beautiful. So there you go. Brenda's, which co-workers do I stay in touch with? John Burnett. John Burnett. He's the one I stay in touch with the most. He's my brother from another mother. My older brother, I should say, from another mother. So, John and I will be best buddies forever. That's just the way it is. And that's the way it always will be. So, any more questions coming in? I probably missed some because I'm doing this off of my phone, so I only see like 2 comments at a time. My favorite coffee, talked about this the other day. I'm a sucker for Starbucks. I'll try all coffees, but at Starbucks is the one that I go to the most. So I wish I like to try other coffees. I think I've just developed a taste for Starbucks. So there you go. My favorite coffee. And this is, if you guys know me, this is Dr. Pepper. That's my favorite soft drink. Somebody asked if I have pets. We do not currently have pets. I used to have a pet. But my pet was a dog, Penny. She passed away about 10 years ago. And we decided at the time not to get another pet. And that's just been the case ever since. Favorite comedian? These are good questions. Someone said mountains or beach. I'm a mountains guy over the beach. Although I love the beach, but I would prefer mountains. Favorite comedian? Jerry Seinfeld, like stand-up comedian, I'm guessing. Stand-up comedian, Jerry Seinfeld, and Jim Gaffigan. I really think he's quite funny. So those are the 2 guys that give me a good bit of humor. So I've never had Diet Dr. Pepper, Brenda. Maybe I have, but I just prefer the real thing. So someone asked if I ever had Fiore's pizza. No, I have not. My favorite pizza is, if you're from the Beaver County area, my mother grew up in the Ambridge area, and we used to go to, when I was young, this place in Ambridge called Police Station Pizza, and it is absolutely delicious. They have been selling it by the slice at the counter for as long as I can remember. So Police Station Pizza is my favorite. And there's a big debate in Ambridge about Police Station Pizza or this other place called Frank's. And it's been going on for decades. It's like Latrobe or Latrobe. Half the people like Frank's, half the people like Police Station. I'm a Police Station guy. So Police Station Pizza in Ambridge is and always will be tops on my list. So someone said Breckenridge. I've been to Breckenridge. Before, last couple years, sorry, I'm chewing on ice now. I used to go out west to ski once a winter. So I've been to several places. My favorite place that I've ever skied out west was Jackson Hole in Wyoming. very difficult technically skiing and just beautiful. Gorgeous. I mean, it's touched by the hand of God. I've skied in Montana. I've skied in Colorado. I've skied in Utah. I've skied in British Columbia. So I've been blessed to have been to several places to ski out west. But my favorite place was Jackson Hole. Someone's asking me, where are the boys? If you have boys that are 12 and 14 years old like I do, right now they're on the Xbox. Now, before you judge, just know that we limit the Xbox time in the Verzella household. They do not have carte blanche on the Xbox. They have a time limit that they're given every day. So it's monitored, at least in this household. Tried to keep them off the Xbox, but it's one of those things, the world we live in for the kids that age. Yes, Becky, they play Fortnite, but I think lately they've been playing more of NHL on the Xbox. Favorite movie, Lorianne? That's a tough one. I have a top favorite list that include Rocky 2, one of my favorite. I love all the Rockies, but Rocky 2 is one of my favorite movies. A Few Good Men, one of my favorite movies. Gladiator, it was just on. I think it was last night. Gladiator, one of my favorite movies. And comedy-wise, I always enjoyed Wedding Crashers. Never ceases to not make me laugh, even though I know what's coming. The lines, it's one of my favorite movies, Wedding Crashers. Tremendously funny. So, Daryl checking in, Karate Kid. Hopefully, Daryl, you watched Cobra Kai on the Netflix. I recommend it if you have Netflix. The Cobra Kai is good. It is good. Someone saying an officer and a gentleman. Zach Mayo. Two things come out of Oklahoma. If you've ever seen Officer and Gentleman, you know that was a Louis Gossett line. See, I told you I remember movie lines. I haven't seen an Officer and a Gentleman for probably 40 years, and I still remember the line. Probably other lines if I gave it more thought. WhiteBoard Weather merchandise. That's a good question. If you want to get WhiteBoard Weather merchandise, a mug, T-shirt, it will be available until October 31st. And then after October 31st, it will no longer be available. So if you want to get it, you go to pittsburghweathernow.com. There's a link right at the top of the page. It's real easy. Order it, get it, and November 1st, I guess it becomes a collector's item. So you have another month to get your WhiteBoard Weather merchandise. For those of you that have ordered, hopefully your orders have been delivered. If they have not, my understanding is that the vendor that I work with, because I don't have inventory, it comes straight from the vendor, that they've had supply chain issues, so some of the merchandise has been slower to go out than others, depending on what they have in stock and what is out of stock. So if you've ordered something that's out of stock, it will either take a little longer if you can wait, or you can just choose to cancel your order. Strictly up to you. But if you've ordered and it's been like a couple, 3 weeks, you've probably ordered something that's currently not in stock. So you can either wait or cancel and move on. So that's the deal with the merchandise. But you have until the 31st of October to get it. You can go Halloween, trick-or-treating as WhiteBoard Weather. Or not. It's up to you. All right. Any more questions before we wrap things up? Oh, somebody got their shirt. Wear it with pride. If you get the stuff, wear it with pride. That's all I can say. And send me pictures. That's the one thing I want to say. I still want you guys, you've been awesome sending me photos. I love seeing your photographic eye for nature or weather or landscapes or fun. So please keep sending me your photos. Please, please, please. I love seeing them and I love sharing them. And if you have Whiteboard Weather merchandise and you're out somewhere and you want to snap a picture, show me where you are representing, I'd love to see it. Love to see it. So send me those. Favorite holiday season, asks Judith. Christmas. It's easy. Is there a better time? I'm sure that some of you may disagree. Is there a better time of year than Christmas? There's a lot. So I'm going to go to a movie. Again, it's the movie Scrooged. You ever see the movie Scrooged with Bill Murray? When he says, I'm going to paraphrase, I don't know the exact quote, but the way that this is what Christmas is, the way that you treat people on Christmas is how you want to be treated and should treat people all year long. At Christmas, people are just different in a good way. So that's what sort of makes Christmas one of my favorite season, quite honestly. My wife just snuck in. Where'd she go? Shelly, they want to see you. She's trying to sneak by here like she's going to... Who wants to see Shelly? There she is. There you go. Do you speak?
I do.
There you go.
Hey, everybody.
She's happy to get me out of the house now for a few hours a day.
That's not true. I think he's happy to get out of the house.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe.
It's yeah, I've been around the house a lot for the last 18 months.
Not too many people could do that.
What?
Be around together all the time.
Well, we managed.
Yes.
We managed. So, everyone's saying hello. The lovely Shelly in the house.
Got a nice...
I have some musical... I have music in the background. It's very, very soothing.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I was telling people that someone asked what hobbies I have, and it's not necessarily a hobby. I said I just have an affinity.
Fantasy football?
That could be a hobby, I guess. But I have a affinity for remembering lines of movies and song lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think every male remembers.
I said it could just be a man
movie
thing.
Lines.
Yeah. This could be a man thing.
But then I'm not a movie person, so...
You're not.
No.
The funny thing, because I love movies. Whenever the movie theaters were open, and I understand they're open again, but they're not showing anything worth going to see. I would go to the movies if I could at least once a week.
By yourself?
By myself. Don't mind it. Love going to the movies by myself. But I would try and take my wife to the movies, and as God is my witness, every time I would take my wife, not every time.
No, depends on the movie.
Most every time, 45 minutes into the movie, my wife would be taking a nap.
I fall asleep. I couldn't keep my eyes open.
She can't.
It has to be a really good movie.
Someone asked, can I sing? No.
Better than I can.
No.
Well, you're okay.
No, I suck. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
Someone says you like your necklace.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh, there. Yeah. Well, oh, no, look. Oh, they can see that. That's really tiny.
Yeah, I can't see that.
There you go.
How did we meet? Well, we were set up by...
I was homeless. I was getting changed down on a corner, and she threw me 50 cents.
Not quite. We were set up by a friend of mine and Jeff's mom. So
a short story. That's pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate of how it was.
They brought her down to the corner where I was panhandling for change.
Bar Louie.
No. Yeah, Bar Louie in Station Square.
In Station Square.
I'm kidding. Of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how we met. It was a setup.
It was a setup. Will JB be on Facebook with you?
Not for the time being. Hopefully again sometime. As you all know, I love having him on. So at some point in the future, hopefully, he'll be back. There.
Down by the river.
That's Matt Foley. Benny's a fan of Matt Foley. Maybe one of my secret talents is my Yinzer accent.
It is pretty good.
Yeah. We all are Yinzers that have lived here our whole life. Some people speak the lingo better than others.
This is pretty good.
But we all know people that speak it better than others. So, yeah. So I've always
Well, now you have to do it.
wanted to do a Pittsburghese forecast on TV. So
It's not going to happen.
it's not going to happen. I'm curious, and I'm going to have to ask if they're going to allow me to wear the pumpkin jacket this year.
That's a good question.
Halloween is on a
'cause it's on a Saturday.
Halloween is on a Saturday, and I will be working. So I'm going to have to run that one by the boss man to see if they allow me to wear the pumpkin jacket this year.
That's a good question.
I won't ask it on the first day tomorrow. I'll wait a few days, and then we'll spring that one on them. I got to let them know what an iconic jacket it is. So
I think people expect it.
people do expect it. They love the pumpkin jacket. I love the pumpkin jacket.
I know you do.
I do. And I'm glad I still fit into the pumpkin jacket. Everyone should be proud to be Yinzer.
What about the Christmas one?
I think that would be a bit much.
Probably.
Yeah. Because Halloween, you're allowed to dress up in costumes. So that's why the pumpkin jacket's okay. Christmas one, I think, that would be a tougher sell. We'll see. We'll see. I'll run it by them. I'll let you know. All right. Well, I don't know. Unless you guys have anything else, I'm out of stuff. Again, tomorrow at noon and Friday at noon. Tomorrow, there will be no whiteboard weather in the morning. I got to get ready for work. But there will be at 3 o'clock. So just so you know. And then I'm gonna have to get in a groove and a rhythm to see which days I'm gonna do morning and afternoon. And I'll keep you guys abreast. But again, it's likely not gonna be every morning and every afternoon. So I'll keep it posted. As we say in the business, stay tuned.
I'm going. Bye, everybody.
She's going. She's bored already.
Yeah.
You didn't scare her away in that. I see lots of friends joining here. I'm happy to have everyone. Did I get a permanent gig at Channel 4? Somebody asked. Yes, I did. Somebody asked about the fall colors. Tomorrow, the PA department, I don't know if it's not the DEP. It's a forest service. They'll come out with their updated fall colors calendar. So we'll see where we are. But usually fall color peaks in mid-October. So we're a couple of weeks away. Even though you're starting to see leaves change and starting to see some leaves fall down, the best peak color probably is still a couple weeks away. Somebody asked my favorite restaurant. You know, I'm a simple guy. I don't need to go to fancy restaurants. I'll tell you right now. Every year for my birthday, my wife will ask me, "Where do you want to go for dinner?" I'm like, I don't know. Just go to a pizza shop. Honestly, I'm a simple guy with regards to that. But if I chose to go to a place because I've never had a bad meal there, I like Hyde Park. I do like Hyde Park. On the North Shore, I've eaten there half a dozen times and never had a bad meal there. So Hyde Park would be right at the top of the list. That's the one that jumps out in my brain right away as far as my favorite restaurant. So yes, the tie-breaker will continue. That's not going anywhere. Not going in. That's every Friday, baby. I love your input on the ties. When is my birthday? November the 12th is my birthday. So it's coming up in just over a month. And I will be, I'm not ashamed to say, I'll be 52 coming up in 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So somebody missed, maybe they missed it from earlier. It was a question that was asked earlier, and somebody just asked it again. How many ties do I have? I would guess about 150. So I probably should add a few new ones to the mix since I purged about 50 a few months ago. So I'll add. You know, when it comes to, this is the honest to God truth. My wife will vouch for me. When it comes to shirts and ties, I'm a bargain shopper. I will go to certain stores and I will look for discounted ties and shirts. So I typically don't spend a lot of money on shirts and ties. I think as you put them together with the suit is where you make everything pop. So it's not just the shirt, not just the tie, it's the shirt tie combo with the suit, maybe a pocket square. I think you accessorize it right and you can make things pop. So it's the whole package, not just a little piece of it. So that's the way I do that. But the tie game stays. So keep tuning in for that or checking Facebook on Fridays. So, all right. Well, I've probably bored you long enough. Thanks for hanging out. I wish I could hear you like you hear me, but such is Facebook Live. Another quick recap of the weather. If you missed it at the beginning, 62 tomorrow, 58 on Friday, 60 Saturday, 62 on Sunday. Most days will be partly sunny and just a minimal chance of a passing shower over the course of the next 3 to 4 days. It's mainly going to be dry, but very autumnal. And the gusty winds that are out there right now will be diminishing as we head through this evening. So that is going to do it. I appreciate it, as I said. That's a good one. I'll answer that question. Somebody said, do I wear tennis shoes with my suit? Yes. 95% of the time, I am wearing comfortable footwear with my suit. You can't see my feet, so there's no reason to wear dress shoes most of the time. So I do wear comfortable footwear all the time. Again, no whiteboard weather tomorrow morning. I will see you the next time coming up tomorrow at noon on WTAE. If you're around, hopefully you can tune in. And then I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Wish me luck on my first day officially as a full-time employee of WTAE. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys are the best. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace. See you guys.